Hello everyone, this is Coach Kalin here. I am just sitting outside my office in central Pennsylvania and I'm doing my first Periscope. A friend of mine suggested that I try it. I've heard very good things about Periscope, and what I wanted to do today is just give a little insight into my practice and what I do. And as a coach, one of the main things that I do is to encourage people to get in touch with the energy that's found in nature and the life force of the universe. And part of the way that you do that is just take time, a little bit of time every week to just sit out in nature. It doesn't have to be anything grand. As you can see, I'm just sitting out behind my office listening to the wind blow and the birds chirp, and I'm just reconnecting a little bit. And what I'd like to encourage people to do is, once a week, just find an opportunity, find a time to just find yourself a seat somewhere in quiet where you can take in the energy of the universe and just be. You don't have to have an agenda. You don't have to sit for a certain period of time. You don't have to accomplish anything other than reconnect with the energy of the universe. In my practice, what I try to explain to people is that the energy of the universe contains a great deal of power, and it has the potential to activate wisdom within you, as well as give you the space that you need to just reassess where you are in life and what's going on, and whether your current activities are in line with your purpose. And again, the way that you can best do that is just to gain regain a connection to the life force. And there's nowhere on earth where the life force of the universe is as powerful as it is within the scenes and the scenery of nature. And just sit and be and connect. And you can also release a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry about what the future will hold for you in the upcoming week. Just watch nature. You see the birds that are flying around. They don't have an agenda. They're not worried about anything. They just are. They're just in the state of being. And, that is a helpful thing for us to know as well. But a lot of times during the week, we're so busy rushing from this task to the next, going from one meeting to the next, trying to get, bills paid and meetings completed, that we just lose sight of the power and the energy that we have within us that comes from the life force of the universe. And again, there's nowhere that life force is as powerfully present as in nature. So I'm going to be silent for a couple of minutes and just give you the opportunity to, think about what I'm saying and, see if it resonates with you. And if it does, I'd encourage you sometime before the start of the week to just go outside and sit and think and be and allow the spirit of the universe, the life force of the universe, to reinvigorate you and to recharge your batteries for the upcoming week and what you have planned. So let me just be silent for a little bit, okay? So I don't know if you can see it, but you know the wind is blowing at its own pace. It's not accomplishing anything. It just is. And I'd like to encourage you to, you know, take some instruction and some guidance from that, and just allow yourself to be as much as you can without stress. I think I'm going to do this once a week, probably on Sundays, as that's the day where I have the most control over my own schedule. And I'm going to share, you know, nature with you and some wisdom that as it comes to me. I don't have anything written down. I'm just speaking, you know, from my mind and my heart, and hoping that it resonates with you. And, you know, I don't go to church. I'm not a member of any kind of organized church. You know, I think nature is the best church there is. The purpose of church is to reconnect and to realign yourself with the spirit of the universe, and, you know, deepen your understanding of yourself. And for me, the greatest opportunity to do that is found in nature. So, like I said, I think I'm going to come on to Periscope every weekend and share some thoughts with you as I sit in nature. And if it resonates with you at all, you know, please let me know. You can contact me via Twitter at Coach Kalin _glow, GLO. I'm also on Facebook as Coach Kalin. And my website is sacredglow.com. And, you know, I have a couple blog posts up. You can read those. And, you know, let's connect and, you know, talk to me. Let me know what you think about nature and what it has to offer us in terms of wisdom and deepening our inner peace and growing from this earth walk that we're all on. Okay? Alright, so I think I'm going to close out and say that I wish you all the best for the upcoming week. I hope you find an opportunity to spend some time in nature and, you know, reconnect to the life force, and that you are all blessed. I'll see you next week. Thanks.